Good evening, everybody. We are just playing Dixieland. We're going to be here tonight giving you some traditional American jazz. Traditional American jazz started down in New Orleans around 1900, but commonly became known as Dixieland. So it's known by two different names. It was a combination of some of the various ethnic groups and nationalities and racial groups down in New Orleans, because it was a big seaport city. So you had many different people there with their own music, and it all came together, and it came to be what we know now as Dixieland, or traditional American jazz. Now I'd like you all to kind of sit back. You're going to hear 6 horns up here, something you don't normally see around here on the beach, and it's a little bit different. I want you to get up, strut around your room, tap your feet, clap your hands, and if you were here, we'd have some Mardi Gras beads for you. Anyway, we're going to start. First tune is going to be Royal Garden Blues, and Royal Garden Blues goes back to the 1920s, and you're going to hear a lot of blues tunes, but it's not going to be necessarily the blues that everybody is used to. So sit back and enjoy just playing Dixieland. 19, and we're playing from some of the original arrangements here. So you're getting the real stuff. We're going to move on now to another blues tune, totally different. It's called Dallas Blues, and it has nothing to do with the football team whatsoever. One, two, three. This is a famous tune. It goes back to the 20s, and you'll recognize it. And I'd like to invite everybody to sing along with us on this one. I'm sure that you'll recognize this one. Just a little something about Dixieland. Well, they have a lip break for about 30 seconds here. Dixieland, the term Dixieland came about kind of strange. The first recording of Dixieland music was in 1917, and it was by the original Dixieland Jazz Band. Well, the first thing that was very interesting was jazz in their name was spelled J-A-S-S, not J-A-Z-Z. And they used the term Dixieland because they came from the South. Well, some of the radio shows and people who played this one record decided, well, what better, rather than saying traditional American jazz and New Orleans jazz, they called it Dixieland. And that's the way Dixieland came about. And that song that they recorded is called Livery Stable Blues. And there was major copyright laws, infringements back then because the band had some infighting, so they had to change the name from Livery Stable Blues. And then what happened is some bands would introduce it as Livery Stable Blues, and some would introduce it as Barnyard Blues. But anyway, that's a little bit of history about Dixieland and where it came from. Now we're going to go back, and we're going to play a tune that doesn't go back to the 20s, doesn't go back to the 30s, doesn't go back to the 40s. I think you'll recognize it. It's a very popular tune, and it's came from a Broadway show. But the famous version of it was Louis Armstrong. interesting note, I mean, it doesn't mean anything to y'all, but my wife used to walk Louis Armstrong's dog back in Corona, New York. That's where he lived. His house is now a museum. She never met him, and she never got paid, but she used to walk his dog. Anyway, that's a little connection. I just want to take a minute. We're gonna play another tune after this, which is also not so much Dixieland, although it came from a famous movie. I'd like to introduce the band to you. Let's start in the back here. We have Marty Griffin on trumpet.
All right, Marty.
Art Cohn on trumpet.
All right.
David Overton on drums. Doc Sawyer on the big horn in the back there. And hiding back here, the keyboard wizardry of Robert Jacobs, playing the digital accordion. If you notice, he's not pumping his head off back there. Well, you move it, right? Anyway, and then we have Drew Sandridge on trombone. And over here, the lovely Sam Crisp on clarinet.
Right.
And my name is Paul. And I hope you like Just Playing Dixieland. We are a local group. We do not audition, but we have other people join us. Right now we're looking for a tenor banjo player. If anybody plays tenor banjo, I know there's a lot of bluegrass guys out there, 5-string banjos. If somebody could find a guitar player, could find a 6-string banjo, come look us up. We also are going to have an opportunity for a trombone player. Drew, this is his last toot with us tonight. So we're kind of sad about that. Well, yeah, maybe a tenor sax. I mean, I'm getting old. My legs are a little... Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. And if you want to hear more of this, we generally play at some big outside things. We play for Duck 4th of July. Guess what? Unfortunately, the virus has stopped that. We play at Sanctuary Vineyards. We did play there. We got that in. Probably come to Duck's Christmas tree lighting. You'll probably get a chance to hear us. we're pushing it out. Anyway, I'll stop talking, and we're going to go back and we're going to play a tune. Mentioned Louis Armstrong before. Well, he called himself Louis, but everybody knew it was Louis. He was in this movie, and he played this song. High Society.
This is amazing. This is on Facebook.
This is kind of
That's great.
One, two, three.
another blues tune. It's called Tin Roof Blues, and this one kind of has, I think, and the folks here in the band have heard me say this a lot. I don't know if they really agree with me, but it's almost like Dixieland music kind of went from New Orleans, it went up to Chicago and New York. Okay, and then you have the Roaring 20s, so you know what 20s style music is, but then we had Prohibition, and this song, Tin Roof Blues, kind of reminds me of some smoky back room during Prohibition, and it starts off with a very nice 12-measured keyboard solo by Robert Jacobs, and see if you get the same idea that I got on this tune. prohibition, or maybe you get a little risque and you let your mind wander. But anyway, that's Tin Roof Blues. Okay, here's a favorite. Sure you all heard this one before, and you're invited to sing along. The next tune we're going to play is known by many different things. If anybody watches any movies that come out of New Orleans, especially if there are funerals and celebrations, this tune is used generally to celebrate life on the way back from burying the departed person. We know it as Joe Avery's Piece. Some people know it as Joe Avery's Blues. Some people even know it as the second line. The second line is a term that is used heavily in New Orleans music and customs. So anyway, we're going to play Joe Avery's Piece. piece for you. And if it bears any resemblance to Rock Around the Clock, you're right. version of Rock Around the Clock. Well, we're moving right along here. Remember I said street names, and blues. Next tune, let's see, where does this go? 1923. This is the original sheet music by the Joe King Oliver Band. And for you real Dixieland connoisseurs, King Oliver was actually the protege of Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong took King Oliver under his wing up in Chicago, and this is called Canal Street Blues. Dixieland band would be complete without doing a version of the Saints. We got a couple more minutes. We're just playing Dixieland. I hope you enjoyed it. We have two quick tunes. The next one is famous. It goes back to the 20s also. It has some risque words, so we don't do them because we're in a nice place and everything else, but it's called St. James Infirmary. Old famous blues tune. Okay. Two measures. Yeah, two measures. Keyboard. Okay.
1, 2, 3, turn.
with a very interesting love song. if you listen to the words, very appropriate, and it's a real testimony to love. So it's called Washington and Lee, and actually comes, it was a fight song, I think, for Washington and Lee College in Virginia, but everybody used it, high schoolers use it for their fight song and everything else. It starts off with a nice little march beat on the drum, and we come in, and we're going to march you all right off the air. And we are just playing Dixieland, and we're happy to be here for the Dare County Arts Council, and I hope they have their donation page up. If you feel free, no, not free. If you have something jingling in your pocket, well, we actually prefer silent money, paper money, but please make a donation to the Dare County Arts Council, a great organization, and we thank them again for being here. We're just playing Dixieland.